everyone in Happy Time Zones. It's your Barrett, Haven the Raven, and welcome to Dark Souls 1 Mask of the Child, or Build of the Child. Alright, so what the goal of this one is to make a build centered around maximizing the usefulness of the Mask of the Child. Well, I say maximizing, however, there's going to be a little bit of variance there. Mostly because bucklers are better for parrying, from what I know. Now, the big problem with this is that the Mask of the Child is not a guarantee drop from Pinwheel. So, I have 4 files of tartar sauce. Let's hope we don't have to go through all of them. All of them start off in this cell here. I literally just created them and left. So we're gonna try and breeze through the asylum as quickly as possible, and then make our way to Pinwheel. Because Pinwheel has our mask. I need to rest here, because the first game does not work the way that the rest of the games do. We don't have time for Asylum Demon. Alright. There we go. A weapon. A genuine one. I actually have a sheet that says what stats I'm going to be putting where. Because I don't want to go over 125. Sorry, Oscar. This is faster than listening to your dialogue. Spam is going to be this kid, yeah, we're doing Build of the Child, so it may as well be this kid. And I'm gonna have to get actually pretty good at parrying, too. Oh dear. Wasn't even gonna bother with that. Out we go. And now we have to make our way as quickly as possible down to Pinwheel. Aha, soul. That'll be handy. Because Pinwheel actually does deal a lot of damage. Particularly early on. Alright. So let's look here. Oh, wrong button. So, as I have it right now, I'm going to be putting, well, at this point, a total of 19, or 18? Into Vitality. 31 into Endurance, 18 into, 18, or 9, or, I might have miscalculated, actually. I'll have to redo the calculations later. But I know that for now we're focusing on, Vitality. Let's collect the souls around Firelink because I might need the levels. The firebombs aren't going to be useless. Those might actually be pretty useful. This is sort of a challenge run for me because I've never done a melee-only build in this game. And I don't intend on using a bow. Except for maybe one point. I might use a bow in order to trigger Four Kings early. But that's the extent of what I intend. Let's just grab this stuff. Winged Spear. Zweihander. That's the binoculars. Might still be handy. Uh-oh. Oh well. I'll be running back down here after the fact. I just need... hopefully a couple more levels. I think that's exactly enough for one more. Alright. I'm actually gonna go down the elevator. And then into the catacombs. Oh, wait, up here first. Forgot about this. You don't run into your first mimic until Sens, I believe. I am actually going to be using miracles here. However, the details... well, the nitty-gritty details of the build can wait. For now, let's try to make our way to Pinwheel. Emphasis on try. This place is annoying. I'm not going to be resting at any bonfires down here. I'll explore it more thoroughly once I actually have some decent loot or equipment. Oh dear. But for now, that is the easiest time I've had with that guy. Like, ever. Alright then. Ah, damn it. I shouldn't even worry about my souls, honestly. The goal for today is really just to get the mask. It's, probably going to take me a while. Oh, Fen going ballistic in the corner. I mean, I'll pick up my souls if they're on the way, but that's not really... Damn it. Alright, so I might need to stop and actually fight some of these. I hope not. But I keep dying at that one spot. Keep dying, I say, when I've only died twice. Still, though... Oh, I messed up. Or maybe not. I'm probably going to wind up keeping this buckler for the entire game, unless I can find a shield that has even better iframes. Yeah, I'm... Those two skeletons. There's a reason I don't, human. I'd lose my humanity pretty quickly. Really? There we go. Apparently, making it down into the catacombs takes a few attempts. There's Patches. I've got some souls for if I make it out of this. This part's probably just going to be a bunch of you died. And then there's a very high chance that I actually die to Pinwheel. Because Pinwheel, despite their location, Pinwheel is actually meant to be fought pretty early on. You can back right off. What just took damage? Uh-oh. Not good, not good. Come on, come on, come on! Fuck! I was trying to make it to that, ledge. Because that ledge puts me in a very, actually, prime position. Lots of trial and error on this run. The catacombs are not exactly the most fun place in the game. I think my favorite area might actually be the Duke's Archives. Despite the channeler spam. Duke's Archives are just neat. Really? Alright. Keep going. Fuck! And if I fail this too many, and if I don't even get a Mask of the Child at the end of this, I'm gonna wind up having to redo it all over again. Hey, hey, hey! this way caused me less anxiety. I wasn't kidding when I said that the hard part was going to be, oh dear. Heading down here first. Not good. Really not good. The skeletons. I hate the skeletons. This is aggravating. Almost tempted to just have someone drop me the mask, honestly. I'd have to go into online mode for that, though. Uh-oh. Okay. Moving on. I'm just trying to open up the path to Pinwheel. There we go. I can come back and mess around with everything else in the catacombs later. What? There we go. Hey, Patches. There we go. Uh-oh. This is bad. Shoot. Yep. It's not like it actually affected me this time. But hey, Badges. Don't mind me just melding into Patches. Okay, and from here... And then, where was it? I think it was actually just right here. Okay, we're going into Pinwheel with 3 heals. I am so about to die here. We don't do that here. I actually have to focus on the clones. Base level Pinwheel actually is kind of a menace. Where are you? Okay, nope, we don't do that. What? Okay, Pinwheel. Where are you? Okay, let's go. Please have dropped the one I need. Fuck! Well, we have to do all that all over. Okay. Which means next tartar sauce. Here's hoping that this one, or that this Pinwheel actually drops it. That was sad. And that's also the problem with runs like this. You can't guarantee it. Okay. Moving on. Oh dear. And there's a the having to do this multiple times is honestly the reason I wasn't messing with much in the catacombs. Bandit's knife and target shield. My first objective after Pinwheel is probably going to be the stupid, or getting to the blacksmith. Come on. Really? Alright, sorry, Oscar. Down here. Rest because I got hit by the stupid ball. And then back up we go. That is the wrong direction. Oh. Okay, can I parry you at least? Nope. I'm trying to at least somewhat get parries down because I think I'm going to wind up needing them, particularly for Anne Orlando. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Alright, come in. On the bright side, I'll have more souls to burn. Okay, that took me a moment to get. Hello, Negan, how you doing? Come on. Uh-oh. Okay, having fun with that. Or are you having fun with that? Oh, that's alright. Fair enough. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Are you having fun with the first Final Fantasy game? Out here. I want the soul. Okay. Yeah, this is the, second file in my list of, starter files for this run, because I did not get the Mask of the Child the first time I killed Pinwheel. And I genuinely don't understand why you overlevel to that degree, Negan. But I suppose if it's fun for you, it's fun for you. Absolutely not. Not with this one. I'm pretty sure you've played this one before. And so you probably know that you're not really supposed to go down into the catacombs first thing. But that's what I'm doing with this. Because I need the Mask of the Child. Unfortunately, Pinwheel did not drop it the first time. Here's hoping they drop it the second. Please? I'm not even gonna bother collecting the souls around this time. I'm just gonna head straight for it. I'll collect this stuff after, Pinwheel's dead. The only check I might go for is the Patches one, because that's a missable soul. What? Come on. That's a good question, actually. I always assumed it was because of his arms. Or their arms. Just let me get this. I don't care if I die, just let me get this. Yeah, I'm dead. Or maybe not. Okay, if I can get to that second... Uh-oh. Damn it. Oh, did you not overlevel enough? Something actually survived one hit? Alright, back down we go. I'm probably going to be sick of Pinwheel by the end of today. It's a Bethesda game, and you were expecting companions to be intelligent. I gave up on that a long time ago. Fair enough. Oh, mic going off. I just died to a stubbed toe. Brilliant. Oh well, progress has been made. Albeit slight progress. Oh, I'm pretty sure everyone who's played Dark Souls has died to a stubbed toe at some point. But I genuinely thought I had enough to survive that one, maybe like at 1 HP and then flask. Somehow I doubt that. Alright. Just run. Oh my gosh, that's... Yikes. Are you joking? Come on. There we go. Oh, fuck! I did not click that button. I did not click roll. Tartar sauce, why did you roll? Nah, I'll get down there eventually. I actually... This will technically be, round 2 with Pinwheel when I get down here, because I already had to delete a file because I didn't get the drop I needed. I'm not guaranteeing anything beyond getting this stupid mask today, just because there's a chance that I, like, don't until close to the end. There we go. Oh, come on. It boosts... shit. Stamina recovery speed. Alright, head up here, talk to Patches. Well, the problem is...
I know what... Well, this...
Okay. Oh. Which painful bosses? Come on, get in here. I can run past one of you, just not two. Ah. Fair enough. O and S are certainly a, common duo to drop the game at, from what I hear. Hi, Patches.
I slipped to... It didn't... Oh, then everything I'm sure you were right.
Okay, so I have to answer yes to get the soul. Good to know. Okay. Uh-oh. Bright side, that's one less, I might actually be able to make it there with more, flasks this time. Granted, I only actually used one during the pinwheel fight. But there's a chance I get caught in a corner. There's always a chance I get caught in a corner. This is me we're talking about. Alright. That implies you were at the wishing well. Negan? Negan, don't go hexing me. Alright. Oh dear. Alright, cool. So that is a decent chunk of the catacombs cut out just right there. Uh-oh. The way you worded that made it sound like you were. Where's the real pinwheel? Where did you go? Oh, hi. You get, like, massive bleed resistance when you are doing stuff. Where'd you go? Oh, hi. Did you spawn both of your... Did Pinwheel just spawn two clones on top of themselves? This would be absolutely painful without bleed. Uh-oh. Are you... How am I missing this? Get back here! Pinwheel? Oh, lore on Pinwheel. Well, not much is really known about Pinwheel, not about Pinwheel. Fuck! We do know that once Pinwheel was a necromancer in service of Nito. Maybe the bottom tartar sauce will prove helpful. However, at some point, Pinwheel did steal the right of kindling from Nito. That led to him, or them being hunted down by Paladin Leroy. There's some theories going on that there was cloning involved, so we don't even know if we ran into if the pinwheel we killed there as a boss was the original. Because later on, there's a room full of pinwheel clones. And as for the mother, father, child thing, people speculate that maybe something went wrong and Pinwheel, in trying to resurrect their family, wound up merging with them instead. In that case, it is unknown as to which of the three Pinwheel was originally. And that's pretty much all I know about Pinwheel. Oh, hi Asta, thank you for the lurk. Oh, hey Magnifico, how you doing? Dark Souls is treating me kind of terribly, actually. Well, the problem with this run is I need to get the Mask of the Child from Pinwheel. And Pinwheel doesn't want to drop the Mask of the Child, so this is the third time I've started. Like, this is my third file, just for this run. Well, as always, sending virtual hugs and I hope that your day gets better. Oh dear. Because one of my viewers at one point tasked me with doing a run centered around making the Mask of the Child into a potentially toxic PvP build. Basically, what I'm trying to make here is a troll build. However, the Mask of the Child, if you want to get it quickly, you have to beat Pinwheel. And there's no guarantee that Pinwheel is going to drop the Mask of the Child. I'd have to look into it. But I figured Dexterity was the better one to do for Mask of the Child. Yeah. I don't know how much PvP I'm going to wind up doing myself with this, simply because I'm not good with PvP and I don't particularly like it. However, I did quite a bit of research. So I'm thinking I might wind up running Gold Tracer. Oh, hey Dadiani, how you doing? And I actually never would have even thought of this on my own. This is something that one of my viewers requested. It's a stamina regen boost. Pincushion. Yeah. Mask of the Child gives you extra stamina regeneration, so and apparently it also stacks with the Chloranthy Ring and the Grasscrest Shield. I'm probably not going to go with Grasscrest Shields this go around, simply because for parrying purposes, bucklers are better. Oh dear. However, I'm considering using Ring of Favor and Protection and Chloranthy. I'm also going to be using the Miracle Tranquil Walk of Peace. Because that makes it so that the more, I've used a few. That one I didn't even know existed until the viewer that requested this run brought it up. But apparently it makes it so that people around you can't run. Which is really nice for pinning down ranged builds. Yeah. I'm also considering, depending on the level situation, maybe picking up Karmic Justice for self-counter, for other, or for countering other spammy builds. Uh-oh. But that depends on levels because... oh shit. I have to, damn it. Run some, I have to do some math there. Because Tranquil Walk of Peace is really good if you're, the one chasing, but if you're on the defensive, I think Karmic Justice might actually be better. Dark Souls 2 is its own experience. I think the problem people are... so the thing is, people like to compare the games, and that is all well and good. Until they... oh, fuck. Until they start expecting Dark Souls 2 to be Dark Souls 1 again. And that seems to be why people dislike it so much. They were expecting Dark Souls 1 plus. And instead got a game with its own identity. That's just something I've noticed with people in general. If they liked the original and they're looking to compare, they'll always treat another game as lesser for not having something the original did or for changing something the original did. So my advice for when you play Dark Souls 2 is to go into it, oh dear, without looking to compare it to Dark Souls 1. You can do that after the fact, but you're going to ruin your first playthrough if you right off the bat. look for the differences. Alright, come on. Uh-oh. I'll admit that this run right here is a lot of luck. Because those two like to do that. Well, have an excellent day, Magnifico. Thank you for stopping by at all. Yeah, the catacombs are rough. I tend to be pretty fine once I actually get to Pinwheel. It's just getting to Pinwheel. The first one I actually beat was Bloodborne. I didn't get this game until, like 2 years ago. Come on. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Fudge! Yes and no. I'm playing the remaster. I'm not sure what they could really do for a remake. Like, maybe fix a few of the other things, but then... Okay, what do you mean by the combat being too clunky? Because some of that, if they rework the combat too much, they essentially make a whole new game and then it's not really Dark Souls 1 anymore. Okay. The four-directional rolling is actually only if you lock on. I'll read that when I've got some safety. Okay, what was that? It's really not that bad. The only time you need to lock on in these games at all, really, is for a super flighty boss or for magic. And most of the bosses, and the only boss in this game that I would consider flighty would be Artorias. Maybe Ornstein. And honestly, considering how overpowered magic is in this game as far as the numbers go, and the lack of stamina usage, I don't mind the four-directional rolling being considered a mild nerf to that. Not good. Oh, come on! I was on there! That ledge is annoying to get to. I might wind up actually just going off the other side, even though that puts me in potentially a bad position. That bridge with the two is probably the worst part of this run back, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't even gotten to Pinwheel. Well, at least not a third time. I want to be able to not have to deal with that hallway, because that over there is a problem. There we go. Ah! You! I need to flip the bridge that, Patches is by. Once I do that, I don't have to worry about the bridge with the two. And once I get the Mask of the Child, I can actually start having fun with this run. I'm really hoping that I don't have to use the fourth file. Please, Pinwheel, have mercy! Mercy for this poor undead. Tartar sauce has gone through 3 lifetimes now. Or well, this is tartar sauce's 3rd lifetime. Oh, come on, I hit... There we go. All right. Okay. There we go. I smell a bot. I smell a bot.
Oh, my. What
Are you really? I wasn't aware that these stupid skeletons could use... Okay, there we go. And now I don't have to deal with, like, half of that. Not good, not good. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, pinwheel might be a bit more of a problem, but... we made it! Finally. Hour and a half and I still don't have... oh dear. The whole point of this run. There is... however... uh-oh. that involves going into the Tomb of the Giants. So as annoying as this is, Pinwheel might actually be the less annoying option here. Because in order to buy the masks from Patches, you have to have gone to the Tomb of the Giants. Because Patches won't show up at Firelink otherwise. Uh-oh. Where are you, Pinwheel? There you go. There we go. Fuck. Finally! We got it! Let's go! Fuck! An hour and a half into my stream, and we finally got it. Alright, I'm actually going to go delete the other file, and then I'll be right back in here. Third time's the charm. Oh boy. Okay, so now 20 should do for now on that front. And now I'm actually gonna use 2 because I'm gonna have to do some stuff. I'm honestly considering leveling Faith first since that's the one I have to level the least. Like power leveling. Okay, we finally have the Mask of the Child. So I can run around and collect some important stuff. First though, let's go repair our equipment at oh, whoops. The blacksmith that's down here. And then start making my way to Andre. I'm going to want the Thoralind talisman. Because the 2 miracles I'm thinking of working with don't really scale. To my knowledge, there is no bonus for Tranquil Walk of Peace.
This is a more well. Okay.
Come on, I need you to repair my equipment. Well, not that.
Goodbye then. Keep your head up, you.
I cannot believe... Well, actually, I can believe that getting this took me multiple files. There's a reason I made 4 versions of tartar sauce. But yay! We got it! We got the mask! So because I didn't beat, or wasn't able to beat the Asylum Demon and Pinwheel with the Mask of the Child, I will wind up going back through on New Game Plus and beating them there. Oh dear. Fair enough. And thank you, Dadiani. As far as I know, nothing else I want to get is contingent on a drop. The only thing I'm considering... I'm probably going to wind up running Gold Tracer just because it's considered really damn good. Especially for spammy builds like this one. However, if I do wind up getting Priscilla's tail cut, I might wind up using that. Or that dagger. Mostly just for fun, honestly. And thank you for popping in. Huh, this might be a problem. You have my souls. I might wind up having to say F the souls. At least for now. I'll come back for that later. There's a bonfire in that tower and I want it. It might also be worthwhile, oh, right. This. Hey! I'm taking out Havel early. I don't really have a need for sorceries this go around. Yeah, no. I really don't. Pardon, I really don't have a need for sorceries. Come on. I'm trying to... Thank you. And you are blind to anything that goes in this cave. So I can do that. Okay. I just went from not being able to parry at all to near parry God. And I got something I'm not even going to use. Black Knight Halberd is great. However, it doesn't make quite the use of the stamina regeneration factor. You don't get as many swings per stamina bar, really. Alright, Andre. Honestly, not doing bad for my first melee-focused build. I am still probably going to use one arrow because there's nothing against it in the rules that I set for myself. This isn't a melee only. It's just suggested. Okay, is the leather lighter? No. Black leather is lighter. I want to keep my fast roll. That's really needed. Oh, hi. I forgot you existed. Come on. I don't know exactly what happened there, but cool. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not very good with trying to parry these things, though. You know what? Let's just run. Uh-oh. You don't really matter right now. I'm just trying to get to Andre. Well, the bonfire Andre's at. There we go. Alright. Purchase. I need 2,000 for everything, okay. What do I have? Okay, I've actually got quite a few souls, so let's use all of them. Purchase. Repair box. There we go.
Don't get yourself tonight.
Now I can do that myself. I need 600 more for another level. Alright. I think I'm going up to 30 total with the vitality. Why am I having more trouble parrying these random hollows than I did one of Gwyn's knights? Come on. Uh-oh. Can't be parried, really? The bleed's gonna carry me pretty far, I already know. Oh, you joking? Uh-oh. Are you joking? I hit roll. All right then. Now we head back out here. That bleed is going to save me quite often, I'd wager. It's Go rest at Firelink. And then see if I can't purchase some stuff from Petrus. Well, actually, I need 2,000 more souls for what I think, or for what I'm thinking of here. Alright. Because I need the Thorland Talisman. That will allow me to cast Tranquil Walk of Peace, eventually. And I'm debating on Karmic Judgment. At least I think that's what it's called. Because while I don't think they can be used at the same time, they cover two completely different scenarios. Tranquil Walk of Peace is good for cases where you're chasing your enemy. And Karmic Judgment is good for situations where you're on the defensive. Because... oh dear. Unless you happen to be on the defensive against, really heavy strength build, like one attack every 10 seconds type strength build. Odds are you're going to be running up against opponents that deal a lot of little hits. I need 1,000 more. Thank you. Let's go off some of the Balder Knights. That should be good enough. I think I get like... actually, wait. It's 200 per night if I'm remembering correctly, so I'd have to beat 5. Heading down into the catacombs again would probably be worth it. For a couple different reasons. Oh, mic going off.
Alright, what was I saying? Shoot. I legitimately lost track of what it was I was saying. Oh boy. But, there we go. I'll take that victory. Spears suck. I'm probably going to abuse quitouts in New Londo. Just as a heads up. Because New Londo sucks. I genuinely hate that one. I'm trying to keep my weight in mind. I don't want to go and... I'd honestly prefer it if I could light roll. I think it's half of your equip load. Alright, I'm pretty sure that I'm light rolling right now. Grab this. Ah. Ooh, backstab. There's still a couple of you there. The mystery key will let me free Lautrec. And with that, this path down here is clear, so I can head up. I may as well clear out all the loot in the parish, honestly, since I'm already here. Except for maybe the upstairs. I might leave the upstairs alone for now. I'll be back for the upstairs and the gargoyles at a later date. What happens if I do this? Because running through this door is your whole purpose. So I'm genuinely curious to see what happens if I take your purpose from you. Do you go even further hollow? Did that one despawn? Ow. Huh. This is interesting. Come on. Wow, that was pathetic. Just take a stab already. Alright. And now for everyone's favorite little cheese strat. Go through it again. Aww. You didn't die. I don't know if there's anyone who doesn't like to do that to the boar, because that boar is just so annoying. TJ, hello, how you doing? Oh. Glad to hear that. Hang on, let's go re-unlock this, and then I might be able to use the rats. Or bypass the rats. I normally connect the settlement and the parish. Well, I normally connect the burg and the parish normally, with the normal progression of going through Taurus Demon. But I think I might be able to go backwards. Provided I'm willing to deal with some rats. I should probably go visit Petrus first, though. Because he's kind of the whole reason I did this. Back this way.
Alright, Petrus of Thorland.
If hello, but I'm here. No. Oh, I so good. That very well. Now,
There we go, Thorland Talisman. I think I need more faith to use it, but now I can genuinely actually use stuff. So,
come again. The effect.
I want to burn these 2,000 souls, so let's go buy some stuff from Andre. And then head down towards the rats to see if I can't connect the burg and the parish early. Because if I can do that, that's actually really cool. Further down. Run, tartar sauce, run.
Well, you need it.
Purchase. 2, and then repair everything. Is there anything else I can buy? Not really. I mean, I could I could buy the cestus. But that's a run for another day. I wonder what my dog is dreaming about, because he's just growling. Out here. Right. I'm gonna have to take care of you soon. I don't like the Chandler in the Undead Parish. It's not that bad at range. However, it is a problem at melee. I'm not even going to... Uh-oh. I don't have moss, so I'm just gonna have to wait this out. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay. I can't really risk going for a parry while poisoned. There we go. The parish and the burg are now connected. still going to go the normal way through the burg, though. Because there's loot I can get. Is there anything else I want to do before I start going through this place the way it was intended? Maybe level up, or actually I might as well try and take out the channeler. I should rest first, though. Because no Estes is a problem. Perhaps I should have made a beeline for the bonfire sooner. That said, there wasn't much in the way of surviving that was possible. Come on, where is my blood okay. Of course. Of course. There we go. The bleed proc. Now, where is my blood stain? Oh, I walked right past it. Of course I walked right past it. Let's actually put some firebombs on so I can at least semi-reliably take out some of these. All right. Come on. Away from the drop points. Get over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Drink twice. Why does the channeler do so much damage? Okay. Good grief, with gravy on top. At least I don't have to deal with that anymore. The channeler and the big knight down there are the two biggest problems in the undead parish. The Balder Knights just kind of exist, and the hollows are only a problem in a group. The parry window for that is so weird. Run, tartar sauce. Let's go free Lautrec. I want to know how long he's been in here that nobody thought to fix the door. I might leave him alive for a little while. Because on the one hand, having access to Firelink after the fact is huge. On the other hand, there are some more convenient bonfires. I'm up in the air about that. I'll have to decide before I go down into Blighttown. But for now, I think I'll just leave him. Okay. Actually, let's go. I have a humanity. Really, I need 300 more. Well, that won't be too difficult to acquire. Hello, you. I parried a hollow! A basic hollow! I parried it! Might not sound like much, but I have a harder time parrying these guys than I do the Black Knights. Apparently. For some reason. Gwyn knows why. Backing off. Go down and grab that item. And then up into the burg. I've already unlocked the shortcut, so I don't have to worry about that. If I wind up having a ton of problems with Taurus Demon, then I can just skip it for now. can't get that yet. Well, I could, but that requires either a skip or using the basement key. Oh dear. Alright. What poor fool. How did you... That moment when you're not sure whether the enemy in question is broken or just fell. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, seriously, tartar sauce, what is with the damage taken voice line? Anyway, up here we go. What just died? ×2. I need to come from up there. Aha! Loot. I can't get it that way. Or that one. I have to come from down and around. Come on! Wasn't in the right position for a riposte. How did you miss? How in Lordran didst thou miss? Rite of Kindling actually isn't, for the most part, isn't really necessary. There's only a few areas where I really don't want to be without a flask. Or without the 20 flasks. For the most part, 10 is fine. Okay. Oh, I'll have to go back down for the loot. But first... I'm mostly worried about levels right now. Unless I happen to get a really good weapon, I'm just gonna keep the, one I've got now. Which we'll see. I might wind up getting something good. I might not. Because this weapon is pretty good. However, I don't like the lack of reach. Oh, pardon. The lack of reach is a problem. Alright. Bottomless box, residence key. Do you have a falchion? Do bucklers have more parry frames?
Thank you kindly.
Do bucklers have more parry frames than the target shield? They weigh less. Which the weights is pretty good, actually. It has better non-physical defenses. It's a difference of 2 or 3 points for half a point of weight. I mean, I guess I can try. This is so tiny. It's cute. For now, I suppose I should upgrade the one bit of equipment that I know I'm going to be using. Oh, or oh, this one might not be able to be upgraded. Okay, then. In that case... let's just do that. Oh, wait, and repair. Alright, so Mask of the Child doesn't look like it can be upgraded. I probably should have done more research on that one. Yep. Not much I can say to that, but yep. Alright, you... oh. Yep. Why can I not... why am I better at parrying the big guys than the little ones? It's a really weird situation. Okay, there's 3 of you, but I can... no, I can't. Duly noted. You stuck yourself behind a pillar, so you are the least threatening thing on this rooftop. That is the knight. To humanity. Oh boy. Huh. There we go. Come on. Do I go after the knight or the Taurus demon first? Is a question. The knight is riskier, but if I can take that out now... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the knight. I'll just have to be pretty careful. And with any luck, I'll get a backstab. Come on. Come on, up the stairs. Honestly, the further I can lure you from your spawn point, the better. This spot should actually do quite nicely. Nice. Amazing what having an upgraded weapon will do. At least for the amount of damage you can deal. Grab this. Blue tear stone. Blue tear stone. I forgot to grab the red tear stone. Oh well, I'm not exactly planning on using it. Red tear stone's honestly better for challenge runs than PvP. And the goal of this is, or of this build is to make something viable for PvP. Granted, anything can be viable for PvP if you are willing to put in the work. Yeah, I really don't want to waste this. So we're gonna go this way. I don't want to waste the humanity. I have 2 liquid humanity. I'm not too confident in my ability to not die. Or 2 liquid humanity, and I'm not too confident in my ability to not die, so let's go to the parish. Spend it there, and then I'll make my way back here. Because if I bring that one up to 10, then even if I do decide to spare Lautrec for a while, I have a reasonable spawn point for Sen's Fortress. Honestly, considering how I tackle things, the Bonfire by Andre is the better spawn for Sen's Fortress. Now if I was doing a Firelink Shrine only challenge, this would be a whole other story. Lautrec would be dead now. But this is not a Firelink only challenge. Alright. First of all, reverse hollowing and then kindle once. Then repair everything. Because I am very much paranoid about that. And moving on. Goodbye. Down here. Then we're gonna go across. I should probably rest, actually. And wait. I didn't want to say this, but it might be worthwhile going back into the catacombs. Is there anything I can spend my 600 souls on? Actually, I might be better off just getting the extra 200 and buying another Titanite shard. Then I can roam around the catacombs without really fearing losing my souls. Because I won't have any souls to lose anyway. I didn't look up exactly where, but I do know that Tranquil Walk of Peace is in the catacombs. So I've actually got quite a bit of exploring to do there. Actually, just killing you three should do it. Buy a Titanite shard from Andre, and then back down into the catacombs to get the loot I didn't grab earlier. Honestly, the most annoying part about the catacombs right now is that I don't want to rest at any bonfires. If I rest at a bonfire in the catacombs, I run the risk of not being able to get back out. I'd honestly rather just start over from Firelink at that point. And I don't want to reset the run again. It took us an hour and a half to get this mask. Let's not make tartar sauce go through a fourth life. At least not yet. Moving on. Rest at Firelink. Repair my equipment. And then head down into the catacombs. I could just immediately go get the Chloranthy ring, actually. Because I have the Master Key, I have access to Blighttown. Problem is, I have to be careful not to pick up a, I have to be careful not to pick up a certain item in Blighttown. And not to go near Quelaag. And I also might decide to just not use a bonfire there, so I can get out easier. Because Chloranthy's in the Great Hollow, if I'm remembering correctly. And the Great Hollow can only be accessed through Blighttown, for one thing. And for another... it has a bunch of basilisks. Feel free to go as ham as you want, Skellies. I am just moving right on past you. Why did I do this? But Darkmoon Seance Ring might be worth grabbing right now. And that's over here. Uh-oh. Alright, it doesn't really matter. I got the ring. Now... you know what? Give me a minute. I'm gonna look up Tranquil Walk of Peace, like where it actually is. Alright, let's see if I can actually follow this guide. So we go back down to where we were, except we hug the wall instead of falling off. I've never found this miracle before. I didn't even know it was a thing. I thought you just like bought it or something. But since I've already made several forays into the catacombs, it may as well. Alright. Moving on. You can't catch me. You can try, but you're not going to.
Oh dear. I'm worried about actually dying here. Okay. So supposedly at the top of that, I might have actually found it before and forgot about it. But I pretty much have to not get hit on the way to that ladder. If I get hit while, or before I make it at least partially up the ladder, I'm just dead. So this is going to be, fun. Early game catacombs. Gotta love them. Well, the mask I'm wearing is proof that it's possible, at least. I'm getting way too good at this run. Uh-oh. Not what I meant to do! I'm dead. I might have to die early. Like, I might just have to die, as, like, now. Just go roll off the ledge or something. Because my bloodstain got me killed. I cannot believe that my bloodstain actually just got me killed. Well, actually, I can. Moving on. That ladder's kind of mean. Damn it. I can't speed up the ladder climbing. Wait, what? If it's not here, then where is it? I could have sworn I read that right. Okay, then. maybe it's somewhere else. Oh, I forgot to grab this. Not terribly useful, but might be worth some souls later. Head over here. Tartar sauce. Why? You know what? I think I'm just gonna look up a video guide later on that one. Let's go. Ends today was Taurus Demon. Well, maybe not ends today, but let's go off the Taurus Demon. Really? Tartar sauce! Mr. Sauce, can you stop rolling off of random ledges? Or can you stop going like way to the side when I tell you to roll off a ledge? Come on. All right, now you. Taurus Demon shouldn't be too bad. I think I might actually be a little over-leveled for Taurus Demon. Considering I tackled Pinwheel first. Alright, come on. Really? Okay. You shot me and then forgot you shot me. Uh-oh. All right. Actually, let's actually take you out. This run isn't very resource heavy, so... Or, well, isn't very resource dependent. So I can actually afford to take you lot out. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay, thank you for the stagger, actually. You staggered me up onto where I needed to be. Alright. Uh-oh. You little... Alright, and then you... Why do I have soft humanity? The whole reason I went to Parish again was to drop that off, so I didn't. Someone had a rough night. Alright. There's a crystal lizard in one of these. Thank you for the chunks. I feel like I might be getting a little scammed on that front, though. I don't exactly need them right now. Alright, up we go. And now with them dead, come on out, Taurus. Come on. I didn't think it was really worth luring it away that time. I knew a bleed proc would kill it. Anything in here? Nope. It's sad that that amount of souls feels kind of pathetic now. Considering how much Pinwheel gave. Slayer! I'm going to spam click through all of your dialogue. Hey!
The way up is please. We are specific like this type of practice. Okay.
There we go. Now. Me over. I just need to make it to that bonfire. Which means I need you to hop on down. Thank you. Run, 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 run! No, I need to sit. Let me sit. Let's go! Okay. Let me just do that. Drake's not there right now. Really? I shouldn't be getting any vagrants because I am playing offline, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. And these poor things don't attack me normally. Too busy worshipping Nameless. You. And now for you. I thought I was slick. Why am I getting so many chunks? I'm not gonna need those until way later. I wanted this bonfire specifically for that night. Now, I know I said I was gonna end soon after Taurus, and I intend to, but I just thought of something. The only thing I can really do from that is gargoyles, and I don't intend on tackling gargoyles next. I want to actually get that Tranquil Walk of Peace miracle. I'm gonna have to look up a guide though, because the wiki lied to me. That, or I just didn't see something. Alright. Seriously, when did I get another soft humanity? Come on, Mr. Sauce, just run. Repair everything. And I'm going to call it there for today. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, please check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlist so they're easier to find. If you're interested in chatting off stream or seeing my announcements, please check out my Discord server. Do note, however, that the server is private, so unless you get a role, which you can get by interacting with Carlbot, you won't be able to see much, and if you don't have a role by Saturday, I will be kicking you off the server. For those of you who want to see my announcements but don't want to deal with Discord, I do post my announcements to YouTube as well. For anyone who wants easier access to my clips, I do have a TikTok. The links to all three are in the chat now. If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Tomorrow and Thursday, it's back to Darksiders 2. I'll be heading into the Foundry. Monday and Tuesday, it's back to Hollow Knight. I'm going to be beating my head against Nightmare King Grimm for a while. Don't really have any plans beyond that, actually. I mean, I guess if I take out Grimm, I'm going to be going after Zote. But that is a later thing. Wednesday, it'll be back to this run, and we'll kick that off with actually finding Tranquil Walk of Peace. Either I got the wrong room, or the wiki lied to me. It mentioned a ladder in a room with a big skeleton. The only ladder in a room with a big skeleton was that one, so there is a chance I missed something, but there's also a chance that the wiki just lied. One moment. No raid today. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.